This off-grid wilderness trapline series documents a 3-month trapping season in the North Maine woods from our off-grid cabin. This documentary is for educational purposes only. Oh, all over me. Well, that's ridiculous. All right, guys, that's pretty ridiculous. It's late December, and it rained again this morning. It's like 36 degrees. Look at me. I'm just covered because I've worn out both skis, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Driving on this slush and ice and snow that's super soft and wet just comes up like a jet ski and throws it all over me. Oh man. So I'm gonna still take the snowmobile because there's 2 roads that I do not want to take a truck on unless I have to. All right, so I made it to the truck. I got chains on all 4. I don't know if I'm gonna need them or not. It looks like they got this road scraped, but there's ice in it. There's only one way to find out. There's no one to ask. So I'm gonna take the big trailer off, leave that right where it is. I brought out a couple blocks to put under the jack. We're gonna hook up to the little trailer. I'd rather go no trailer and no snowmobile, but like I said, I got a couple roads that are just gonna be terrible to take in a truck if I have to. Like I could get into serious trouble sliding off even with chains and not making it out of them type of roads. So I'd rather not take those by truck if there's still snow on them. If there's no snow on them, I'll make do with the chains, and if I can't, then I'll hoof it. They're like 5 to 15 miles in though. That's the only bad part. So I'm gonna get situated here. Try not to fall on my key stack and swap her over. All right, we're hooked up. We're going. We got chains on every tire on the truck, not the trailer. Don't know yet if I need them. I could probably get away with not putting them on this road, but I haven't hit any hills yet, and I haven't seen all this road yet. The next road's gonna be the Maine logging road, and I I got to put about 30 miles on that. So if I don't need them, I'll take them off. One, so I don't wear them down, and two, so I can go a little bit quicker and have less vibration. But otherwise, they don't bother me that much. I'd rather be safer than sorry. So maybe I'll just keep them on. I doubt they're hauling today because the temperature's above freezing, but we will see when I get out there. Guys, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest, conditions suck. But I'm not gonna cry about it, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna figure out a way around it. I gotta figure out how to still trap at the highest level that I can under the current condition. And right now it's chains and still dragging the snowmobile. I'd love to not drag the snowmobile around today, but I think I gotta bring it in because I have no idea what these roads are gonna look like 30, 40 miles from here. Frankly, I'd rather use the snowmobile at all times, but I don't know where those skis wore through, how bad that is. I mean, I know I need to put new skis on it, but I don't know if I could screw up real bad or if it's gonna be a problem in the future or what. So it's on my mind. And then we're supposed to have in like a day or two, 7 degrees below zero. And every night for like 3 or 4 days is gonna be below zero, which is just baffling to me that we could go from 39 right now to that. But it's gonna make things so crusty and slippery. One thing I forgot to bring, because I never thought I'd need it, but I just forgot it, were creepers. So I might be in trouble there. If I end up making a gas run out to town, creepers is gonna be #1 on my list after the gasoline. But the plan for today is to go check these 2 lines of traps I have, see how far I can get on them. Hopefully I can get all of those done. If I get all those done, I'll do a little bit more, but the goal is to get those 2 checked and to not get stuck and to make it back to camp tonight. I'm definitely bringing the truck into camp tonight. You know, I really shouldn't be snowmobiling anymore on these roads, especially with those skis worn out. Oh, look at those 2 beaver right there. I don't like how that trailer sounded when I stopped. Is that down on the ball? Feels like it. Huh, weird. That's kind of cool. 2 beaver right there. Oh, there's coming out again. Well, let's get the heck out of the road, just in case somebody comes along. Made it to where I need to be. The road is probably drivable, especially with chains, but there's 2 or 3 traps that are further than I can get to in the truck. They were set by snowmobile and they got to be checked by snowmobile, so I'm gonna take the snowmobile and just kind of eat it. I hope I don't get too soggy from these skis that wore through, spitting up at me. Well, let's go, guys. All right, so this is second check. When I set this, there was decent snow. My first check on it, we had huge snow, and now we don't really have much for snow. It's getting kind of sloppy, but it's very, very slippery out here. I'm gonna probably go down a couple times. Oh, it looks like we got activity. I got high hopes for the line today, guys. Second check, and this is a wicked fur pocket. I see bait out of the trap. That's not good. And there's a big poop up there, but that could have been there earlier. I don't know. There's some bait out there. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, got a martin. Sweet. Like I said, we have a chance at one of the best checks I've ever had. Yep, there we go. Nice martin. All right, we got a martin, guys. We got a martin. I had pretty high hopes here. You know, first check, I get jacked up for it, but I never do my best on the first check. I always do my best on the second check. And this is second check, so I got high hopes. There's 2 traps in here that are brand new. The rest are all on second check. But it's a wicked fur pocket. As good as I've ever seen in my life. Let's see if it produces like it. And it's been such a crazy weather year. It has made it very, very difficult trapping, getting around. All right, second set. Oh, looks like activity. Looks like second set, same as the first. We got activity, guys. Oh yeah, nice big martin. Another one suitcased. Notice I've been suitcasing a lot since I started messing with my triggers. That's a big one. Nice, we're 2 for 2. Can't even believe it. 2 for 2, guys. Well, I knew this was one heck of a fur pocket. When I set it up, this is as exciting as I've ever been over an area. But I'm hitting them a lot better. Suitcase, double smack since I started really messing with those triggers. I'll show you a couple things that I'm doing on them. One, I'm bending them away from the martin even more. And 2, I am spreading them a lot, you know, making them real inviting to step through. All right. There's a decent amount of room there and they're bent back away. Still got our bait wired in. That was another big thing too. All right, guys. Martin number 2 for the day. We are 2 for 2. Pretty awesome. Yeah, don't get discouraged if you don't whack them on your first check. Like I've been saying, if you've been following the channel, I get all jacked up, excited for that first check every time, but it's usually the second check when I whack them. And I don't know if that's because they need time to see the set or look around or have your scent dissipate a little bit. I don't know. But it's always been second check for me. We are 2 for 2. It's getting pretty rotten out here today. I hope we're done raining. It's blowing hard. Still got a south wind, that's why it's so warm. It's 39 right now. It's hard to believe it's gonna be -7 in a day. We are 2 for 2. Could this be the best day we've ever had trapping? I don't believe that. You know, I'm guilty of saying that, but in retrospect, and if you guys think about it, if I come out here and catch 6 martin or 7 martin or 10 martin or whatever I catch in a day, that's a great check. But the best day was the day you set those traps and did the work and figured it out, did the hard work. That's actually the best day, but people only look at results, you know, like your catches and stuff. So holy crap, you guys are not gonna believe this. We're 2 for 2 already. We are 3 for 3, and that's a big black tail sticking out. Holy crap. We got a fisher, guys. We got a fisher. Yes. Oh yeah. Wow, what a white one. Thing's soaking wet. It must have got in there last night. Feels pretty fresh. Nice one. Gotta be a female. Yeah. Super, super, super white. When that dries out, that's gonna be beautiful. I bet it got in there last night or this morning during the rain. All right. I used to catch super pails like that with skip over in zone 1. This is the first super pail I've caught this year. We're starting to catch some fish here. I don't know if it's things I'm learning or if they're just moving a lot more. Probably the second one. maybe a combo of both, but we are 3 for 3. Looks like activity. We have activity. Nice. What are we looking at? Oh, I got a feeling I know what that is. Looking like a pine marten. Oh yeah. Beauty. Wow, another one. I can't even believe it. Nice one. Wow, have a day, huh? Nice one right there, good dark one. A day. We got a fisher. We got 3 marten, and we still have 2 or 3 chaps to check. I cannot even believe it. Honestly, this is what I was expecting though in this pocket. And then the first check, I got a little disappointed, but I knew, you know, it doesn't always happen on the first check. If you're confident in a spot, you love a spot, stick with it, guys, because it can turn on for you. It's getting pretty awful out here. Next 2 traps are pretty close together, so if we pop 1 for out of them, I'd be shocked, or I'd be stoked. Hey, having a day, guys. You can't let the weather and the transportation and everything get you down. I tell my employees, you know, a lot of them are 14 to 21 years old and it's their first job and it's their first time getting responsibilities and giving them some power and stuff too. That's some pretty cool stuff right here. And I always tell them, you know, there's 2 things you're always in control of. It's your attitude and your effort. Those are the 2 things. No one can change that from you. You know, and that's what I hold them accountable for. Oh, nothing here. So this is the only trap that hit the first time on this check. We got a nice big marten here. Yeah, so I tell the kids that work for me, you know, and that's what I hold them accountable for is their attitude and their effort. You know, I tell them, hey, if you're having a bad day at home or your little brother or sister bothers you or whatever, you are still in control of your attitude and your effort. So I've kind of grown and lived by those. But every once in a while I remind myself of that, and if I start to get a bad attitude about something or whatever, I turn it around, realize I'm in control of it. I can't believe I'm bringing the trailer and the snowmobile back to camp and the truck back to camp after as hard as I worked to get that out of there, and I almost wrecked getting it out. If you missed that episode, that was a pretty good one. But here I am on my way back into camp with it, because I'm gonna have to put the snowmobile up for a week or so. They're talking 1 to 3 by the end of this week, which would be great. But they're talking like 7 to 10 below 0 as well. I can't even imagine what that's gonna do to all the wet areas. It's gonna be a bottle. Alright, another ground set up here. Kind of a keep them honest set in this gigantic green growth. Looking like nothing. Alright, I think we got 1 left, and that's the one where we got a weasel on our first check. So now that we got that weasel out of the way, let's see what we can catch in there instead. Golly, it's starting to get nasty out here. Alright, this set is in some wicked Fisher woods. Could pop a martin in here too, but good rabbit woods. It's really dark in here, as you can see. And it's looking like nothing. Nothing. Alright, this was my favorite set on this system when I set it. But I wasn't counting on a flood. I'm hoping it didn't get flooded out. It's gonna be close. I set it down in this low cedar grove, right on a game trail. We'll see. Eesh. Yeah, it might have got flooded. First time that's ever happened to me. No activity. But yeah, that's not good. Oh man, I hope I can get that out. The trap cannot fire. Well there, that one probably is not firing. That one might be out of commission for a little while. I guess that's how you turn a martin and Fisher set into a mink and otter set. Never would I have ever guessed this would have flooded out, but I mean, it was just such a freak storm. I'm sure we had an ice dam. An ice dam over here, and it just backed up and backed up and backed up. But that's trapping. Last one on this road. This one's a tough one to get to. There was not a lot of snow on the road. I hate taking that snowmobile down gravel. What are you gonna do? With ice too. I slid right off the road in one spot. But it's looking like we got activity, guys. We got activity. All right, another suitcased pine martin. Beauty. Look at that one. Nice. Another one suitcased. Having a day. All right, well worth the drive. Well worth the drive down here. We're gonna go back to the truck, load up, and then see what we got for snow on the next line. We'll probably be running some by truck. We might be dropping the snowmobile and the trailer off and going in by truck, but I know there's one road I'd rather do by snowmobile. So awesome. What a check. 4 martin and a Fisher. Nothing. Still got bait. Boy, my dentures are loose from those chains in the truck. If I had dentures. We got nothing in it. It's a good set. I like it. I've done considerably better on ground sets than the lean and pole ones. When I set this one, we had a lot of snow, so I was trying to get a lot more of these sets up off the ground. We're back down to having not a lot. I actually threw a lot of dirt off the tires up on that trailer and into my snowmobile. I wish I'd brought that cover because it's pretty disgusting. All right, I got a couple traps I could check on the ride home that are second checks on those as well. These are ones I just kind of threw out there because I was close to home and had some extra traps and areas that looked decent. And I thought I needed a snowmobile line. It's wild that we're losing all this snow. Looking like nothing. It's a big nothing. This is probably the last one to check today. This is the one that had that weasel in it, and we got nothing. Ground set. All right, that's it. Let's see if we can make it back to camp. All right, made it back to camp. Still warm in here. Pretty wet, so I gotta take these off and dry off and throw a couple logs in the wood stove. Never thought I'd get the truck back in here this year. There it is. Chained up. I left the trailer and the snowmobile at the top of the driveway. Already pointed out. I guess we might be getting some snow tonight, I heard. It's changed from maybe 1 inch to 3 on Friday, or 1 inch to 3 in 3 days, to maybe 5 tonight. So I don't know what's going on. I'd have just left the truck out if I knew 5 inches were coming, but they were saying 1 to 3 in 4 days, and super cold weather here, you know, 7 to 10 below zero at night with a high of 0 during the day is what they were forecasting. So who knows, but got a serious pile of fur. Heck of a day on the line today. I got to get caught up on skinning a few other ones, and then these ones will thaw out and I'll be able to skin those too. So that's it, guys, for today, unless I tune in tonight. But thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate all the support for the channel. If you like this kind of stuff, hit a subscribe button, share it with your buddies. All that stuff helps. You know the deal. Tune in every night for a new episode from this wilderness trapline. The season keeps getting better and better. If you turn on your notifications for this channel after subscribing, you'll be the first to know every day when a new episode airs. Thanks for watching.